You're watching Hiring America, and we're here with members of a very special nonprofit, the Grace Institute. It's an organization that empowers underserved women to get jobs and become economically self-sufficient. We're speaking with Jolene Handy, the Senior Director of Strategic Partnerships at the Grace Institute. We're also joined by Sheena Palmer, an Army veteran who benefited from the Institute's services. She got a free education that helped her with her career, and she's now Special Projects Manager for Nestle Nespresso. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
First off, Jolene, tell us about the Grace Institute and the kind of work that you all do.
Sure. It was founded in 1897 as a tuition-free program for New York City women so that they could get the education that they needed to be able to get a job and support their families and be self-sufficient. Very heavily into computer training, business writing, business English, soft skills training. And so when the program is complete, we then work with students on placement so that they can get into the workforce.
And particularly in regard to military veterans, how do you reach out and help them?
Well, this all started about 2 years ago when we actually got a call from the Clinton Global Initiative asking if we wanted to make a commitment to action. So our training was the same for all of the students, but we had certain partnerships like Business and Professional Women's Networking, Joining Forces, Blue Star Families, and a very special book called Networking for Veterans that assisted the veterans in their then going into the civilian workforce after their military training.
And you're a military veteran. What was your military experience like, and how did you wind up in getting involved with the Grace Institute?
Well, my military experience was a 3-year experience that was intermittent. And when I got out of the military, I really didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but I wanted something that would make me feel like I was giving back to the community or make me feel like I was of use. And that was about 5 years I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I came across an ad in the newspaper for Grace Institute, and I said, okay, maybe I'll go to school. And it's perfect because it's free. And Jolene helped with that transition as well, with picking out those of us who were military veterans to say, okay, we have something special for you, and we're going to help you transition back into the civilian world.
Sheena says you were able to see something special in those military veteran women. What was it?
It was an absolute spark of resilience, of can-do, of knowing that they had great skills, but that they needed to somehow make that transition that would resonate to the civilian workforce. And I think that this really was an opportunity for us to learn, too, at Grace Institute about what it was like for women like Sheena to come home and then to see what was here for her. So it's been a real kind of conversation back and forth, and I think that her career now is really on a path to wherever she wants to take it.
So tell us about your career now, and particularly what skills that you learned in the military that help you be successful in your career.
Everything's a no-go and go in the military. It's either you're able to do it or you're not. And the execution and the efficiency is what's most important in the military. I took those skills and I was able to work them out into the civilian mainframe, so to speak, and use them in Excel. So with Nestle Nespresso, now that I have to do a lot of reporting and PowerPoint presentations and such, time is of the essence, especially if I'm told I have to go into a meeting in like 5 minutes and I'm not prepared. So I grab the data that I need, put it into Excel, and I'm able to perform the different functions that I learned at Grace.
And you were making sure all of the weapons were being sent out smoothly, and now it's Nespresso machines, but it's the same idea.
Yes, I mean, there is a correlation, but it's just coffee. Like, I didn't think coffee from bombs and bullets. So it's definitely something that I enjoy doing, and I feel like I fit in now.
So if someone's interested in finding out more information about the Grace Institute, where would they go?
They should go to www.graceinstitute.org, and it'll link you right to how you can come to one of our open houses for admissions.
And you provide women with free job training and education and skills, but how do you help them transition once they have that training into a career?
We have a job fair a week before the students graduate that is at Grace Institute, where we have about 35 employers from all around the city come, and they're coming just to Grace. There are employment partners are friends of Grace, and it's wonderful because it's organized in a way where all of the graduates get to sit down for 10-minute interviews with these 35 employers. Our motto at Grace is that a job changes everything, and we really believe that, and we will work with students until they finally get that job. As long as we keep in touch, we keep pressing on.
All right, some really inspirational stories from the Grace Institute. Thank you so much for sharing them with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.